Hello, Yatri. So do not skip this video if you didn't connect any AI models, ChatGPT, Meta, Gemini, or Mistral, or DeepSeek, anything, right? So this video is much helpful to all of you guys if you are the student who are working for your final year project, or let's say you are want to build some AI based project to showcase on resume to get a very good job in this 2025. And I know the market is too down, correct? So yes, why you need this video, you already knows, right? If you click this video, that means you want to connect your project with any AI, right? If you are not connecting AI in your project yet, just like if you have built any system, maybe it's employee management system, blood donation system, or any such type of the e-commerce, right? You know how to do. But what if you will need to connect the AI, just like a recommended system, just like any chatbot, just like any such type of suggestions, personal assistant, or financial health, anything, right? It's not any limitation. So for that you need API, am I right? And for API you need the money, and for money you need a job, and for job you need to build one resume and your project. So coming back, now I'm going to share with you the full hands-on how to connect ChatGPT, Meta, or any such algorithms or any such of models in your project with Microsoft Azure AI Foundry. So let's get started. If you didn't subscribe yet to the Yatri Cloud, subscribe now, hit the like button, follow me on LinkedIn, and let's get started. So coming back to Microsoft Azure, and firstly, I'm going to clear with all of you guys, you need a subscription. And subscription, that means you need one account which you need a credit in your Azure. Let's say you are student. So you will be get $100 from Microsoft Azure for student subscription, which already I shared in my last video. I'm going to share this video in I button and the description. You can check it out if you don't have a subscription, right? So you can start with that. Let's say you are entrepreneur running business or you are working professional. Then you can apply for the Microsoft Startup program where you are going to start with $1,000. Then by time you will be get up to $150,000 to use in your Azure, right? And there are alternative ways to get subscription, but it's the same video I'm going to give you in the I button. Check it out once. So after getting the subscription, what you need to do, that I'm going to share with you. So first, quickly I'm going to share with you. Go to your search bar. Okay, this is normal Azure dashboard, nothing much complex. Okay, just normally you need to search Microsoft Azure AI Foundry. Okay, so okay, if you didn't get anything, you need to just remove this Microsoft one and I'll go to Azure AI Foundry directly. And here, what you need to do, what is the Azure AI Foundry? Might you have a question? So Azure AI Foundry, which already the video is there in our YouTube channel, you can check it out once. First understand the theoretical concept, why it need, then coming back to on this hands-on. So yeah, in the Azure AI Foundry, we are able to get APIs from any models, which helps to connect our front end and back end together and start into the market. So for that, what you need to must have to connect your model. First, you need to create one resource group, and within the resource group, you need to create a one project. And within the project, you need to create you need to deploy one model, and via this model you will be get one API. So that is a simple process. Now let's go into the hands-on. So first go into the AI Foundry. Here you need to create one Azure AI Foundry research group. So just click on the create, and here you need to click create a new research group. So what is the best practice to create a research group? Let's focus. So let's say this is for model creation. So I'm going to be just give the model hyphen Yatri and underscore RG. Research group, the short form RG, which we are going to denote. Click on the OK. After creating the resource group, you need to enter the name of particular resource. Right here, you can see if you want to connect with your custom domain in future, you can giving this type of name. Let's say you are working on any project, the name is just like XYZ. Let's say okay. So let me type XYZ project or a project. Okay, XYZ model Yatri hyphen research group. Okay, it means you need to just select the region, any one of them, you can choose one, and the project name. So I'm going to just copy this full one, paste it here, and I'm just remove the RG and enter the project to better practice. Then you need to just content review policies if you want to check it out. No need to worry. Click on the next. Allow all the networks to access your model. Click on the identity, system identity or user identity. So you can check it out the more difference in click on the learn more. Right now I'm going to click on the system assigned by default. No need to include anything as of now for testing purpose. Click on next. Here you can enter the text. What is the text, right? To identify your project in upcoming future, let's say we have a numbers of research groups, we have numbers of, if you know, projects, how we are going to identify quickly via text. Okay, then next, I'm not going to enter anything. Then here you can just check it out a few information which is correct or not. After verifying all the information, just wait, I guess it stopped. Yeah, here you to just verify the few details. After verifying all, click on the create. Now it takes around maybe 5 minutes as per my review. So just wait. I back to after creating the deployment. So yeah, here our deployment is completely. So go to the resource, click on the go to resource, and here you are able to access your Azure AI Foundry dashboard. So just wait for the loading period. If you enjoy this video, hit the like button and do comment. Are you going to start with me or not? Right? So yeah, here you do just click on the go to Azure AI Foundry portal. Okay, so click on the right click, open into the new tab. It will be better for you. So here you can see the basic information about subscription, your API, your reason, your status, and here is your endpoint. I will coming back to on these points. So first let's go into the Azure AI Foundry. Okay, I guess I have some permission issues. No worries. Click on the refresh. Okay, fix me. Let me check once what actually I need to solve. Completed the Azure portal alert. Okay, yeah, it's normal, configure permission in my account. It will be not generating in your account, damn sure. So here you can see the overview. Here is the one API and here is the endpoints, right? So no need to worry about it. What about this endpoint? What about OpenAI endpoint? What about the Azure AI services endpoint? Right? I will back to the point at the end of this video. So let's first create the model. So what you can do? Okay, scroll down and here you can see the model plus endpoint, correct? So before going into further, are you wondering about what about this all the features, right? What about the dashboard and everything? I know it too much new about everyone, correct? So yeah, just wait for our upcoming videos where we are going to give you the full hands-on about the project. But here I'm going to quickly give you the idea, the overview, what you need to do first. Okay. So yes, go to your model plus endpoints. Just click here and here just click on the deploy the model. Click here and deploy the base model. We don't need currently fine tune model for our production. We are just going to test our model to work upon a project. So click on the base model and here you can see the numbers of models. Fine. So around 90 models here right now in my screen. So let me click on the categories. You can see the all. Just wait. And here you can see the 86 model, right? So based on this, you are getting the categorized model. So let's say I want to connect a GPT model, or let's say I want O1 model. Let's say I want any specific model, right? As per your requirement. Llama model here is there. DeepSeek model is there. Okay, Mistral is there. And you can see the different models are there. So as per your choice, click here and please check the costing also, not take it anyone. Let's say GPT 4.1 is very good, let's say select. No, you can just click on very basic model. Let's say O3 mini, it would be better. So I'm just click here and read the information about the capability of the model. Okay, check each and everything, and after getting confirmation, you can process further. Here you need to click on the global standard for better accessibility. Here you can see the node. Let's say I'm going to change this one to data zone, so you can see what is impact if you are changing the deployment type. So I would suggest click on the global standard, set as it is the deployment name, and here you do no need to change anything. If you want to change your limit per minute, you can change it. Okay, so yeah, it's currently 2.5 million would be ideal for your project. If you want to decrease, you can. And here is the content filter for your request. Let's say I'm writing a very rudely to ChatGPT, or let's say I'm very politely writing. So how my model is responsive, correct? If I'm rude, so I don't want to my model must be rudely with me, correct? It must be polite. So how much it would be handled? That is defined default version 2, the enhanced one. So click here the default version 2 and click on the deploy. Now that's it. Your model is deployed successful here. Here you can see this is the API key, right? You can just copy this one and connect with your front end. Plus, you need a target URL where you are going to run your model. So this is the endpoint which you need to copy this one and your API. Okay, and go to into your front end. So how to connect with front end, that is not covered in this video, but make sure you are going to able to understand this concept. Now let's say you want to connect with a Python, correct? So scroll down, here is the code how to connect. Install the dependency, okay, run the basic code sample. If you know the Python, right, you able to connect this one easily. Let's say you are not a Python guy, let's say you are front end side or back end side on specific JavaScript. So click on the JavaScript and you can connect via JavaScript also. Install the Node.js and connect with via configuration. So yeah, that is some code is here, and here is the rest Java, C Sharp. Okay, you can connect with any one of them as per your project tech stack. Okay, I'm not suggest to do Python only, not only JavaScript, not only REST. As per your project, you can connect, but ideally Python would be better for everyone. Here is the SDK, the normal one which is predefined. So there's something kind of about models. Now here is the metrics. In the metrics, you are able to taste your numbers. Let's say total requests, how many is there, how many tokens is counted, how many prompt you are going to talk. Here is the completion token count. Okay, everything. So yeah, just back to right now, and here is the our model O3 mini. So yeah, that's it. Now let's say I want to taste this model, just click on the open in playground. Okay, either you can click on the playground here also, both are the same option. So click here, and here is my model. Let's say I'm entering hello Yatris. So here you can see in just few seconds it will be giving you me the answer. Why is not giving still? Let me type hi again. Oh yeah, it's coming now. Here you can see hello there. I am not sure if you are getting me as okay, just because of Yatri is not there. So yeah, this kind of you can say you can taste your model here. So that's it. Okay, your model is ready now. You need to just click on the view code if you want to connect it with your front end. So that's pretty much about Azure AI Foundry. Let's say I'm go back to your Azure, and here is the overview. Let's say this is the endpoint which you can see there. If you want to connect with any of the key, you can connect with directly here. Okay, this is something kind of very different. Okay, on your project basis. So yeah, that's it. If you catch something new, if you want to know about how to connect with AI, that is the video. So yeah, this is the process which every companies are currently following, even Microsoft. So if you want to go with AI engineer side, if you want to go with Python side, if you want to go with Azure side, you need to must know this Azure AI Foundry for this 2025, 2026 in upcoming years. So this is something very first step which you need to take to start your Azure AI Foundry, to start your AI journey, to start with Microsoft Azure. So yeah, bye bye, see you and take care.